Hey, Chris Lambert here, co-host of Watching the Throne, a lyrical analysis of Kanye West, the number one Kanye West podcast. This is the Kanye News Rundown for June 20th, 2018. And we start with a continuation of a story from yesterday. Yesterday was just pointing out that this Instagram account, Diet Prada, called out Kanye. This account is dedicated to announcing copycat moments in the art world. And it mentioned that the Yeezy Supermoon campaign had striking similarities to Rita Misinni. And the article that we linked to was saying that Kanye plagiarized again, which I still feel like this is just artistic homage. That this is, while similar, it's not a product that's being sold. It's Kanye looking at this work and saying, okay, I want to sample this in my own and put these two things in conversation with one another. He does it with his albums all the time. Like, he samples Tears for Fears and Coldest Winter. And the context from that Tears for Fears song adds depth to the context of Coldest Winter. He does that on almost every song that he samples. They all have thematic relevance to what he's doing on his album or record. And then we even saw it in the famous music video. You know, we see the wax figures in bed. They're all the famous people: Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Chris Brown, Trump, Anna Wintour, Kanye and Kim, Ray J, Bill Cosby. And when the camera at the very end pans up to look at them all in bed, what people in the art world realize is the connection between this famous video and Vincent Desiderio's famous painting, Sleep, where it's just figures arranged in bed. They're naked in this giant, giant bed. And there's something to the painting that's, vulnerable, encroaching. It makes you feel like you're a voyeur. And that's what Kanye's bringing to his work. And he even has the wax figures laying in almost the exact same pose as Vincent's. So we know that Kanye samples in not just his music, but in his other artistic endeavors. So I think it's going to be fascinating to see how the conversation goes forward. Do people just say that it's plagiarism, it's copying, how dare he? Or do they view it as artistic homage? Do they view it as sampling? Do they view it as adding context to what Kanye's doing and try to find value and meaning to it? So this is the article where you can get Rita Misinni reacting to being involved in this. What she feels to have Kanye sample her work or plagiarize her work, the response that she's been getting for bringing it up. And for a little further reading, there is controversy regarding the Jenners Kylie Jenner having done this and Khloe Kardashian having done this, which you can look up Plugged NYC and Kylie Jenner to see a few more details. And this article will be linked down whatever in the notes. And this one even has the Khloe part to it, which is still that's just blatant theft, isn't it? So that's that. Moving on to new things. Paul McCartney talks working with Kanye West. So if you want to read that, there's a couple things that he mentions that'll be linked below. Kanye doesn't fill up his Slurpee cup all the way, it turns out, which, health, right? Though I guess you have people that say, if you're going to have a Slurpee, go all in, have that Slurpee. But sometimes you just want a little taste, right? Kanye is going to work on a 7-track project with Bump J and Sly Polaroid. I've heard of Sly. I haven't heard of Bump J, but it's fascinating to see that the 7-track projects are going to continue. They're not ending here. It seems Kanye is just getting back into producer role at this point. I mean, Push, him and Cudi, Teyana. He talked about Sci-Hi having a 7-track album. Now this one with Bump J and Sly Polaroid. Like, I hope he just starts churning them out and we just get a year of Kanye-produced projects. That would be pretty fucking cool. There's a DJ Booth article by Donna Claire Chessman that's a reaction piece to Kids See Ghosts, and it's one of the few positive reaction pieces to any of the good music releases that I've seen, which is kind of crazy. So if you want some positive Yeezus reviews, or not Yeezus reviews, positive Kanye album reviews, this is a good article to read. Virgil Abloh plays tribute to Kanye West. And this is just a simple Instagram post. The architect of it all, it says. And there had been tension since Virgil Abloh had been named head of Louis Vuitton Men's. He and Kanye had worked, hand in hand on a lot of projects. And Virgil having Off-White take off and then having this gig, I think is something that Kanye just kind of gets rocked by a little bit. Like, this is the guy that was like my guy, and now he's off doing this. There's that mixture of pride and jealousy. As much as you're happy for somebody, ego comes into it. So, but Kanye's killed his ego, right? It was just a nice move by Virgil to kind of throw some love Kanye's way. Nas compares working with Kanye West to a Quincy Jones. A musical genius is what Nas said in this tweet. What else do we got? Not much more. Kyle, I have no fucking idea who Kyle is. But he reserved his first super duper rating for Kanye and Cudi's Kids See Ghosts project. So Kyle's wavy. And then maybe the biggest announcement in this news, and not necessarily Kanye related, but Pusha T announced a tour. And he's going to be going on tour with good music artist Valley and Sheck West. And you can see the dates below. I'm kind of bummed that there's not an Austin date right now, but San Antonio's pretty close. So I think I can make that happen. Yeah, and it kicks off at the Red Rock show. And that Red Rock show is going to be fucking insane. If you're anywhere close to Denver, you should absolutely go to that. It's Nas, Black Star, and Royce. Like, that's fucking awesome. If I could see Black Star in concert, I'd be so happy. And that's it. That's it. If you want a Kanye shirts and support us at the same time, we have 2 available. We have this Runaway inspired shirt, and we just got a clean version that doesn't have assholes or douchebags on it. So if you want that shirt, or if you want a Hold My Liquor shirt, we have those available. And I guess that does it for this news rundown. If there's any stories you want us to talk about in more detail and do breakout episodes on, just leave a comment below. If there's something we missed that you want me to talk about, leave a comment on it. Stay wavy.